you want to return to God, the only way is through Christ. He is the head of the corner. He has become the head of the corner. The stone which the builders rejected. They built it. They rejected him. So now Christ is the only way back to God. Now either Jew or Gentile, I don't care what you are, you can return to God, but it has to go through Christ. Whosoever, 18, whosoever, I love that word, whosoever shall fall upon that stone shall be broken. But on whomsoever it shall fall, it will grind him to powder. Being grinded to powder is, my thinking on it, is the equivalent of, there was an old episode of Star Trek where, this just came to my brain just now, there were these villains that sucked all of the water, H2O. They removed all the H2O out of a red shirt, you know, and they turned him into like this little block of, it's like nothing. It's like dirt and crystallized, you know, all the H2O is removed from my body. That's what I would become, like this block of nothing. And then the villains just pick the block up and they smash it. And then they return the H2O to the other two people that are there. And then Kirk is devastated because he knows that that red shirt has been obliterated and he's been grinded to powder, basically, you know. H2O gets removed and then the villain just... So he's grinded to powder. That means he's dead. He's been red-shirted, you know. He's gone. He's erased from existence, I think. He's terminated. Not good. That would be... That's a pretty diabolical death. I gotta be honest. With that old Star Trek, I mean, that's just, you know, that's horrible. So, grinded to powder means you lose. You stand against Christ. You know, you're like an atheist, and you're like, I don't need God. I'm a righteous man. Just, you know, it's good to be a good guy. Blah, blah, blah. I went to college. That means I'm smart and good and righteous. So, screw you, God. Yeah. You stand against him. You're going to find that that's what happens to you. All your H2O is going to be removed, and then you're going to be put into this powdery substance, and you're going to lose. Now me, what happens to me? Well, let's look at my life. I fell upon that stone. Was I broken? Yes. I was very much broken. I was broken. I've been broken. You know, really, it's been very, it wasn't pleasant. We'll just say that. Panic attacks, anxiety, strange mental thoughts, disturbing thoughts. It breaks you. But then you find this and you start to read it. And it's like you grow a little bit every day, and he teaches you new things, and he's like rebuilding you, you know? He breaks you, but then he also rebuilds you, you know? It's like, it's so awesome. And so, if you find Christ, he's probably going to bust you up, you know. He's gonna, like, you know, you've got this sin, you got this problem, you got that issue, maybe your job isn't appropriate, maybe he'll just, you know, your whole life might get ruined, but you find him, and, you know, initially you might be disappointed with losing all that, but really he breaks you so that he can strengthen you. It's also about testing and the walk and being refined in the fire. That has to do with all of that. He's breaking you down, but he's also like turning you into like super tough, like, you know what I mean? Versus you reject him utterly, you're going to get red-shirted. I'm sorry. It's going to be very pitiful, too, to think you can stand against God. You're going to have the same pitiful death as on that old Star Trek episode, It's turned to all the H2O removed and then just